Doesn't this sound shocking? Because nobody ever told you that the food you casually eat, the snacks you grab in the middle of the day, the handful of nuts you pop into your mouth while watching TV, could either be the secret weapon that makes you feel like a strong, confident man again, or the silent poison that slowly destroys your masculinity. Hi, I want you to imagine something for a moment. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, looking into the mirror, and realizing you've got your spark back. That deep masculine energy, that unshakable drive, that powerful confidence that once made you feel unstoppable. Imagine the kind of respect you would command in your workplace, the kind of attention you would get from women, the kind of pride you would feel within yourself, if your testosterone was naturally high and balanced. But here's the brutal truth. Most men don't even know that their biggest enemy is not just stress, not just age, not just lack of sleep. It's hidden right in their diet. Yes, those little things you eat every single day without thinking twice about them are either building your testosterone up or silently killing it. And once testosterone starts dropping, everything changes. Your mood, your focus, your confidence, even your ability to perform like a real man. And here's the scariest part. You will never see it coming. It doesn't happen overnight. It's like a slow thief in the night stealing away your strength, your manhood, your identity. One day you wake up and you're not the same man you used to be. You don't feel that raw energy anymore. You don't chase goals with the same fire. You don't attract women the same way. You just feel weaker. But let me ask you, are you willing to let food control your manhood? Are you willing to let something so small, so simple, so sneaky, decide whether you live like a strong, respected, desired man or like a shadow of your former self? That's why today, I'm going to reveal something that most doctors, most health experts, and most nutritionists will never say out loud, because either they don't know it or they don't want you to know it. A world-renowned urologist has exposed the shocking truth: 4 nuts that instantly boost testosterone naturally, and 2 nuts that silently kill it. Now, this isn't just about health. It's about identity. Because for a man, testosterone is not just a hormone. It's his fire, his willpower, his courage, his dominance, his ability to win in life. Without it, everything else starts collapsing. But with it, you become unstoppable. I want you to think about it. When your testosterone is strong, you walk differently. You talk differently. You look people in the eye with confidence. You attract respect without even asking for it. And yes, women can sense it instantly. They don't even need you to say a word. They feel it in your aura. But when testosterone is weak, you lose that edge. You lose that magnetism. And no matter how hard you try, it feels like the world doesn't see you anymore. So here's the choice every man must face. Will you keep eating the foods that kill your masculinity? Or will you choose the foods that reignite your manhood? Will you stay silent and weak? Or will you take charge, stand tall, and bring back that fire that makes you who you truly are? Because I promise you this, once you know the truth about these 4 nuts that boost your testosterone and the 2 that kill it, you'll never look at your diet the same way again. And maybe, just maybe, this will be the turning point that gives you back your power, your passion, and your pride as a man. So don't move. Don't scroll away. Don't get distracted. Because in the next few minutes, I'm about to reveal a secret that could literally transform your energy, your confidence, and your masculinity forever. When a man loses his strength in life, it doesn't only affect his body, it affects his soul. He begins to feel weak inside, and that weakness doesn't just stay in his body. It shows in his thoughts, in his words, and in his behavior. No matter how much he tries to hide his exhaustion, people can see it in his eyes. They can hear it in his voice. They can feel it in his presence. That the fire he once had is no longer there. And a woman senses it immediately. It doesn't take her long to realize whether that fire still lives inside a man or not. She feels the difference instantly, that this man is no longer the same. She may not say it out loud, but slowly, silently, the respect in her heart begins to fade. And that is the very moment a man must ask himself Where do I truly stand? Am I willing to fight for my masculinity, or am I quietly surrendering it? You see, every man is given a choice in life. Either he hides from the truth, makes excuses like, I'm getting older, it's normal, it happens to everyone, or he accepts the reality and rises up to reclaim his power. And that power doesn't come from pills, it doesn't come from injections. It comes from choices. From the small, simple choices you make every single day. You probably can't even imagine how something as small as nuts can shape your masculinity. This simple, ordinary thing, it can either fuel you with the energy you've been missing for years, or it can silently destroy you from within until you can no longer stand tall again. And this is no joke. This is the truth. Most men only wake up when it's already too late, when their partner has lost interest in them, when their dreams start to feel like heavy burdens, when their life feels empty and meaningless. But true courage is when you wake up now, when you decide today that you're going to be the man who brings back his strength, his energy, and his respect, and that's the secret I'm about to reveal to you. Because the truth is, the world wants you weak. The world doesn't want you to know that real power is in your hands. But if you do know it, if you understand that just 4 simple nuts can skyrocket your testosterone and just 2 wrong nuts can crash your masculinity to the ground, then you can change your entire life. And the moment you reignite your masculinity, believe me, in that very moment, the world will no longer be able to ignore you. You know what's truly heartbreaking? Most men don't even realize that they are slowly losing themselves. They think it's just stress from work, maybe a lack of sleep, maybe age catching up to them. But deep down, the truth is that their masculinity is quietly slipping away, day by day, choice by choice. And the saddest part, they keep ignoring it until one day, it's almost too late. Have you ever seen a man who once used to be full of life, full of fire, the center of every room, and now he just walks in unnoticed? That's not just aging. That's not just life. That's testosterone slowly fading. And without it, even the strongest man feels like a shadow of his former self. It's not that he's incapable. It's that the fire inside him is dying, and he hasn't figured out how to bring it back. But imagine this. What if I told you that the key isn't some expensive treatment? It isn't some magic pill. It's hidden in something as simple as what you choose to eat. What if I told you that just by picking the right foods, you could unlock the energy, the strength, the confidence you thought was gone forever? Doesn't that sound almost unbelievable? Yet it's real, because food is not just fuel. It's power. And when you give your body the right kind of fuel, it rewards you in ways you can't even imagine. Most men underestimate this. They think, how can something so small matter? But let me ask you, isn't it always the small things that change everything? A small decision to wake up earlier, a small habit of exercising daily, a small commitment to speak with confidence, and yes, even a small handful of the right nuts. These little choices, these little actions, are what decide whether you rise as a strong man or shrink into weakness. And here's where it gets serious. Because there are 4 nuts that can naturally send your testosterone soaring, that can bring back your focus, your drive, your masculinity. But there are also 2 nuts that are silently poisoning you, dragging your testosterone down, stripping away your energy, and leaving you weaker every single day. And the worst part? You might already be eating them without even knowing the damage they are causing. Picture this for a second. A man wakes up in the morning, but instead of jumping out of bed with energy, he just lies there, staring at the ceiling. His body feels heavy, his mind feels foggy, and even though he slept for hours, he still feels drained. He drags himself to the mirror, looks at his reflection, and deep down, he knows. This isn't the man he used to be. That spark, that hunger for life, that raw strength. It's missing, and no one around him has to say a word, because he can feel it himself. Now imagine the way the world sees him. At work, his colleagues notice he doesn't speak with the same authority anymore. His jokes don't land the way they used to. The Yisib. Respect in their eyes has softened, almost vanished. And at home, the woman in his life senses it more than anyone. She may smile, she may stay quiet, but inside she knows the man she once admired is slowly fading. She doesn't feel the same. Fire from him, and respect begins to slip through her fingers. But here's the truth. It doesn't have to be this way. A man is not born to live weak, to accept decline as if it's destiny. No, a man is meant to rise, to fight, to reclaim what is his. And the path to that strength is not as complicated as the world wants you to believe. Sometimes it's hidden in the smallest, simplest decisions. Decisions you make every single day without realizing how much they are shaping your future.